Hey, we are live. Welcome, welcome, welcome everyone to the Dr. Fit coaching live stream, or we like to call it the Dr. Hamuda and Coach Sif show, or the Coach Sif show and the Dr. Hamuda show.
What's up, guys? What's up? Coach Seaf here.
What's up? What's up? So, guys, today we have a special. Hold up. Where
Where is Hamza? What's going on?
do you hear that?
Welcome to the show.
Do you hear that? Dun,
No.
dun, 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 dun,
Oh,
dun,
snap.
dun, dun,
Working out right before the show. Let's
Dr. Hamza
go.
Jalal, baby, our RIP
Oh, are we live?
neurologist.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, I didn't realize we were live.
Nice,
Guys,
man.
guys, guys, we got a special guest tonight, Dr. Hamza Jalal. He is a neurologist and he did something amazing over the last few weeks. He lost a total of 25.3 pounds in 16 weeks. And now he's on a muscle building protocol, looking to get ripped, looking to get jacked. Not only does he study the brains, but he also got the bronze. And he's going to flex on us tonight and give you guys all the tips and kind of what worked for him. Hamza, welcome, man. Happy to have you here.
Welcome,
I'm
buddy.
happy to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Hamza, do you want to just give us maybe like a 30-second intro? Like, give us your bio real quick.
Sure. So I'm here in Toronto, Canada. I'm a community neurologist, father of two. Used to be a competitive squash player. Or yeah, at least I was getting into competitive squash. Knees did me in, but that's a preview because that's a lie I told myself for 15 years until I joined DocFit. And so I gave up squash, and then now here I'm at back into squash.
Amazing, man. You're here looking
Nice, nice.
strong. I see that chest, man. I see that chest coming
Jazz
out.
popping,
Bicep.
guns blazing.
Yeah, yeah, man. I just did 20 push-ups.
Nice.
Amazing, amazing. So
That's
Hamza,
just
That's
a
what I
warm up
do.
for you.
it's a
That's
warm
what
up.
I do, man. Before any talk, I will do a few push-ups, and then I'll come right on camera.
There you
That's a
go. And
good
I heard
trick.
you do that before clients too, but we'll get to that. Yeah.
So Hamza, tell us kind of what was life like before Dr. Fit, and then kind of bring us to the moment you ran into us.
Yeah, man. So before I joined, things were, after my knee injuries, so-called knee injuries, I really gave up squash, and then I started med school around the same time. And then I did residency and training and fellowship. And, you've had so many other doctors featured in your, sessions before, all saying the same thing. We neglect our health during training. And I did that too. And I just started to put on the weight and had lots and lots of issues. And I was starting to come down with some metabolic syndrome stuff as well. My blood pressure was starting to become borderline hypertensive, and then I was diagnosed with sleep apnea and had some other poor metabolic markers on my blood test as well. I had knee pain. I couldn't go up and down stairs. My kids, they could get away with things. They could, make a mess and then run away. I couldn't chase after them. And
Mhm.
I was getting headaches. I was getting fatigue. So there's all that physical, aspect to it, to being not fit. And then there's this whole cognitive psychological aspect, right? Like I was starting to feel miserable. I was starting to feel fatigued, starting to feel angry at myself, feeling irritable all the time, feeling down, feeling low that I'm not able to do this, right? We as men need to be fit and active and be able to, like, especially as doctors. Here I am as a neurologist counseling my patients on lifestyle strategies all the time. Headache management. That's physical fitness, hydration, sleep, this. And here I am as a hypocrite talking to you, doing none of that. So life wasn't the greatest. There was a lot of neglect to my body, physically, emotionally, cognitively, as a coach, as a mentor, as a neurologist. And I was seeking answers. And it wasn't like I was just sitting around. I was going through a lot of guru stuff, right? The Huberman Lab podcast and the David Goggins who tried to shame me into working out, which I couldn't, and like this and that. And
Yeah,
no, I didn't go anywhere, spinning the wheels.
got it.
And then what happened, Hamza? What were you doing? I remember you're a guy who's not usually on Facebook or anything, and you said that one day you kind of just popped in out of randomly, and what
Yeah, man.
happened?
So I am not on Facebook, and that's what's the most interesting part because there is one, well, I'm on Facebook, but there's only one group that I'm part of at that point, at least. And I just checked in, logged in just to check one thing and that group, just to do a focus search. And I log in and I see your ad and doctor, are you looking to get fit? Or did it say, doctor, are you fat? I can't remember, but I said yes to both. And I was like, let's do this, right? So then I clicked into your group and there was a lot of content. There was a lot of webinars. And as I was going through these webinars and the information out there, I was like, man, A, these guys know what they're talking about. B, they're talking about the stuff that I need as a man, as a doctor, stuff that will get me, you know, to where I need to go. And see, these men are handsome. These men are looking the part, practicing what they preach. I gotta have what they're having, right? So I said, fine, I'm just gonna book a call. And then I just booked a call. Here we are.
Amazing,
Wow,
amazing. And
awesome.
where are we now, Hamza? When if you can compare the Hamza before to the Hamza now, like give us a little picture.
Here's the picture.
Oh man, yeah, nice.
This here
Get
is a
back
year
just a
ago.
little bit. There we go.
There
Perfect.
you go. Yeah,
This is a year ago. This is
yeah,
me a couple of months ago. That's the picture, man.
yeah.
This
Amazing.
has been life changing. This has been life changing. When I signed up for weight loss. I signed up for fat loss, and I got way more. I got performance enhancement. I got cognitive enhancement, right? I became a coach to my patients, a genuine, sincere, authentic coach. And I'm honing that further, right? Like I'm not perfect. This whole program is not about perfection. Coach will hammer that down to us. This was all about progress. And in this progress, I feel like I've picked up so much that I could share with others. And it's been fantastic. The journey has been, I, you know, I was fat. And I mean that objectively because the scale that I used, I don't know if you can see. Oh no, it's blurring out, isn't it?
Maybe a
Is
little
that the
bit back.
before?
Got to
Yeah.
kind of get it in the right plane.
Come,
Back, back,
come back a little bit.
back,
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 back, back.
back.
I'll tell you when. Right there.
Oh,
You won't
there
be
we
able to
go.
read.
That's
So
good.
what that says right there is overweight. This is my scale right there. It says overweight.
Did you
This is
think you
my
had
scale.
25 pounds to lose, Hamza, at the time?
No, man. Well, yeah, partly I show it really, like I conceal it really well. I didn't think I had 25 pounds, but the scale was very, very obvious that I was overweight. And, with the program, I've come down to the fit category, right? Which has been amazing. And the
Nice.
amount of fat that I've lost, it's amazing. It's not just the weight that drops, it's the
Yeah,
body fat percent. It's the
yeah.
subcutaneous fat that's gone down multiple points. It's the visceral fat that's gone down. So there's the manifest kind of like the stuff that we'll see, the physical fitness and the physical weight loss, but then there's the hidden stuff that, hopefully we can benefit from long term as well.
Amazing,
Awesome.
Hamza. Amazing, man. Dude, you're an inspiration. For those docs who are on right now, come on. Give us some biceps in the comments. Ask your
Come on.
questions. Come
Put
on,
that
give us some
emoji up
biceps.
there.
Hamza, give us some
Come
biceps. I
on,
know
give us
you're on
some
a muscle
Oh
biceps.
building
Let's
man.
flex.
protocol,
Let's
but you get
flex.
in there. Oh, look at that. There we
There
go.
you go.
About progress,
Nice.
baby. Awesome,
Yeah.
awesome, awesome.
It's
Awesome,
coming.
man.
It's coming.
So so question, man. I mean, obviously you saw, our ad. You weren't on, I mean, I would call it divine intervention, wouldn't you? Like, you just happen to
100%.
see an ad, you're not on Facebook. You
Yeah.
also said there was like a spiritual component. You felt compelled because you felt like spiritually, this is something your faith says that you should do, and for all those faith-based men, I think this is important because we get that quite a bit as well. So how what was that like? What was that emotion that was running through your head?
It was very parallel to the physical emotion, right? We I think are you can call it spiritual for sure. For me, there's a spiritual component. But men will feel this naturally. It's instinctive in us to be guardians, to be protectors, to take care of our families, right? And explicitly, we've been given that instruction and role and responsibility in our faith, in our religion, my religion. And so for me, there's that spiritual component that seeps into my physical fitness as well. It's an inspiration. It's also the compass that I use, the North Point that I use to guide me into the fitness program. But instinctively, it's what we desire as men. What I can recall myself feeling low and the cognitive and the psychological components a year ago compared to now, the natural energy that I get just from waking up with energy, just from waking up and having a body that's able to move without creaking and cracking, and then to get back into the squash courts, right? There's those things just feed, it becomes this cycle where the energy feeds into the other parts of that, your life. And that feed forward energy just drives you up and up as a man. And for me, that brings out the spiritual like component, the motivation, and the I feel even spiritually more connected even in my acts of worship. I as a Muslim have a lot of mechanical and there's a squat component in our prayers, and there's like an up and down and like lots of
Bowing.
lunging, right, bowing. And
Mhm.
before, it would be hard just to go down on the knees,
Mm,
and now standing longer periods, it's much more tolerable. In fact,
wow.
there's no pain, right? So there's definite improvements there too.
Amazing, man. So for all the docs that are tuning in, and every time you kind of thought it's something else that's tweaking those knees and making those knees or that back issue, a problem, you're trying to find, the next medicine or the next corrective therapy. Typically you got quite a bit of pounds of pressure. They say anywhere from, 3 pounds of pressure for each pound of weight that you might have on there, right? So let's try to fix, the weight issue first, like Hamza did. And more times than not, we find that it corrects itself. It might not be 100%, but well enough where you can, carry on with some of the things you love to do, right? And not have to go through more maybe medicine or some corrective therapy or physical therapy or whatever it may be, right?
One thing I want to mention is like you mentioned before, oh, I thought my knees were shot. I accepted the fact that my knees are shot. We hop on calls with docs every single week, and I always hear, "Oh, I'm just getting old. Oh, is it even possible?" Like I find a lot of docs when I ask them, "Hey, what's your goal weight?" And they're like in the creeping on obese or maybe obese category, they end up saying their goal weight is still in the overweight category. It's almost as if we feel like, hey, this is our new reality. We feel dejected. Nothing's going to work for us. Can you kind of like comment a little bit about that and whether or not it is true? Is it true that we're destined to just grow old and lose function, or can we do something about it?
Oh, definitely. There's such a, first of all, great leading question. Second of all, like it's like been night and day for me personally. My kids would mess up and then run because I can chase them. They're mad at me for joining the program because now I catch them. And
That's so
I will put them in their place, and they're like,
funny.
Dad, where'd you get this energy from, Dad? You couldn't come up the stairs before. That was our way of escaping, and just like I skip 2 steps now. I don't even just go up one stairs. I'll just hop
Wow.
over 2 steps and like skip right to.
Nice.
Um, the knee pain was real. I used to get it was formerly diagnosed as patellofemoral syndrome. There was a point where when I was playing competitive squash, I couldn't even sit for more than 20 minutes. They call it the movie theater sign because you sit for 20 minutes, your knees start throbbing, throbbing, throbbing. You gotta get up, you gotta walk it off. And the sports physician I saw, they said, yeah, this is rehabable. You don't have to live with this. You have to do these exercises, rehab, prehab, and you can get back to squash. But I never did. I never got into that. And surprisingly, when I joined DocFit, that was not one of my goals. It wasn't because I was like, this is a virtual program. how am I supposed to get rehab here? I'll join a rehab or a physical trainer or physical fitness program, physiotherapist separately in addition to DocFit, where I will get my diet and nutritional advice. And the exercises that you both coaches have assigned us, and the exercises that you have given, and the customizing of the exercises to my needs, as like I have not done any physiotherapy. I've not gotten another physical trainer. And that in of itself has been a blessing and has actually reversed the knee pain because now I'm actually back in the squash court. I went running this summer. I haven't ran in like years consistently and minimal to no knee pain. So it is reversible. It is not all about, feeling dejected and committing to old age. It's not like that at all. There are things we can do, and there's always something we can do.
I heard Hamza used to snore and you had some condition that you don't have
Yeah,
anymore. Right?
yeah. Sleep apnea, man. I got diagnosed with sleep apnea. And yes, I was overweight, but I didn't think I was that overweight because obesity is a risk factor for sleep apnea, but so is other stuff like anatomical risk factors. So it does run in my family. So I was, I guess, predisposed to sleep apnea. And I would wake up in the morning feeling like I got hit by a truck. And I started using the CPAP. And the CPAP would help, but it wasn't the most comfortable. It's a very hard thing to get used to. Anyway, I was using it for about a year or so. And since losing my weight, my wife says that she gets better sleep because I'm not snoring, despite not using CPAP. And I'm waking up more fresh.
Nice.
Amazing, amazing.
Awesome.
Hamza, just a little bit on what you said before, like stepping up as a man and building that ideal lifestyle. Like, has this had an impact on your family in any way? Besides, the kids not being able to run away from you anymore?
It's great because with my son, he's got his, ants in his pants, full of energy, chasing after him is hard work, right? And he likes to play sports. He likes to just be outdoors. So just being able to physically do that, I get my kids involved to work out with me. We have a chin-up bar, we have push-up competitions, we do dead hang competitions.
Nice.
My wife, she joined her own program after seeing me, and now we spend the evenings on romantic dates on she on the treadmill, I'm on the cycle. Um,
Nice.
we'll we'll romantically
Uh,
exchange one dumbbell for the other dumbbell.
there you go. Nice, man. Love it. Man, we might have to implement that into the protocol.
Right.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like that.
How old are your kids, Hamza?
One's 9, one's 6.
Got it. Yeah, still young, still at that age. You got to have your knees. You got to have your youth, right?
That's right.
So
That's
yeah,
right.
you got to
Yeah.
have your agility.
Build the foundation for the
Yeah.
future. Hamza, so what about those docs? Sometimes I hop on calls with docs. They love the program. They say 100% this is going to work for me. But then sometimes they say, let me think about it. So for those docs who are kind of like on the edge and just want to think about it, although they've been thinking about this for the last decade about losing weight, like what kind of advice do you have for them?
It's go through all the testimonies that are being put out by your program. And every single doctor will say the same thing. Just commit. Just do it. Just do it. What's the worst that can happen? And in fact, you know, just the guarantee that you're providing should suffice, should be enough because you are putting your, you know, you're guaranteeing that this program works. The testimonies are we're not fake bots or actors that are making all of this up, right? This is me. This is my journey. You see,
That's,
Awesome.
right?
that's a
So this
blessing.
is this is June, and then this is 16 weeks later, right? And it's
Yeah.
not about perfection. It's not because you can see I'm starting to gain weight back, and this is where where Coach Steve is guiding me because this is actually perhaps maybe more muscle weight or less. My body
Muscle
fat has stayed
and
the same.
creatine, water weight. So
Creatine,
that's
yes.
yeah. So
So all
that's
this
not an issue.
knowledge, all this knowledge, I would have not had any idea. I would have started to feel like, oh no, I'm starting to relapse. But
Right.
actually, this doesn't even tell the whole story because my body fat has stayed the same all the way from here to here, right?
Not only that,
And
we're
so
increasing your calories.
And we're, oh, here's the other thing that's come out, which I never thought would happen. Coach, every single weekly call is admonishing me, telling me, Hamza, you're just not eating enough. And I was like, dude, I can't stuff my
Yeah,
mouth anymore. I cannot
yeah,
do that. And he's like, no, you got to bring your calories up. You got to bring your
yeah,
calories up.
yeah,
And I thought here, this is a dieting program. It's not.
yeah.
It's a customized nutritional fitness plan that works according to your journey and your goals. So just commit, guys. Just commit. I'm so thankful that I've had some conversations with a few of my other colleagues ever since joining the program. Three or four of them ended up joining. All three or four of them have seen results already. Okay, a couple of them have already lost, I think, 10 or more pounds in their first months. So, and these are people who made the same call, who said, we're just gonna do it. We're just gonna commit, right? And that's my advice to you all is if you're watching this, if you were in the same position I was, which was feeling dejected, feeling like spinning the wheel, you know what to do. You're a doctor. You've studied all this, and you have not. You know maybe from your own personal research what to do nutritional wise, fitness wise, but you're not seeing results. You need what this program is offering. Just commit. We
Awesome,
promise
man.
you, I promise you that you will see results.
We appreciate that, Hamza.
Appreciate it,
Thank you,
Hamza.
man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about, guys, is our weight loss guarantees because we are really passionate and committed to seeing you guys get results. Coach Steve's been in this for over 25 years now. Okay. He is not a hobby, this is a profession for him. I went through the program. Hamza's going through the program. Dozens and dozens of doctors are going through the program every month. And if you're a physician who is stuck, trouble with snacking, tried every protocol in the book, feel dejected that nothing's going to work for you, hop on a call with one of us, either me, Coach Seif. We hop on a call with you. We go through A through Z, a comprehensive evaluation. And if we feel that you are a good fit, then we got our stamp of guarantee, which is that we are with you and we promise that you lose the weight within that time frame, or we work with you until you do. Literally, the only risk here is not doing it. Okay, so hop on the call. And so what should they type? Hamza, we usually let the guests decide what they type. If I could put you,
Mhm.
like put in the comments, they want to hop on a call with one of us.
Brains and gains, because I'm a neurologist.
There
Love
you
it.
go.
Put
Yeah.
brains and gains in the comments, and Coach C or I will reach out to you, and we'll find a time that works for both of us, and hop on a call and see how we can help.
Yep. Awesome, man. Before we jump, Hamza, I want to quickly, we got the rapid fire question. I'll give you a few, man. You quickly, just give me an answer, okay? Cool.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, man. You're brown. I'm brown. Sometimes, we get men of all backgrounds, they worry like, man, then we're gonna have to eat chicken and broccoli or American fare. Like, did I ever have you eating just American fare, or what was that like? Were you able to eat your own food?
Oh man, I eat every cuisine I could. There's no stopping.
Cool. Awesome, man. And sometimes, you know, our docs we get on the call, like Mohammed said, and they're worried about, oh, I got this coming up, I got vacation coming up, I gotta travel. Were you a hermit during this process? Did we make you sequestered into your house to say you can never go travel? I mean, you live a pretty active lifestyle. What was that like?
It was interesting. I think in the summer, your exact words, Matt, were Hamza, Matt, you gotta stop going out so much because I'm traveling so much. So you weren't forcing me, but yes, I was actually traveling a lot. And so this program works despite traveling. In fact, there are some nice webinars that we can watch on the tips that you provide for vacations as well.
Yeah, awesome, man. And yeah, man, you lived very active and which was awesome because you show that you can lose 25, almost 26 pounds, even with your regular travel, and you were frequently traveling, right? So, which was great, right? So, and then last one, man. I mean, sometimes our docs think, they come from other programs where they're on extreme caloric deficit, or they feel like, they have to stick, to just a certain amount of calories. I mean, did you ever feel like you were starving on the program?
And the exact opposite. I was not starving. You do get used to eating a protein heavy meal and the water, the hydration that comes with it, and you realize how much you used to overeat and indulge in the wrong types of foods. And so you naturally start to feel less hungry, which is why I ended up in the trouble that I am right now, which is you're trying to force feed calories into me.
Right. Awesome, man. And just for clarification, guys, once we get down to goal weight, the fun part, we have to reset your basal metabolic rate. So what that looks like scientifically, we'll move that up. It could be even 1,000 extra calories that you're allowed in a day that your body's able to burn. It's called the set point. It's a scientific process, and we go through that process where you're able to, start now bringing in more calories than you were probably even in the past, right? And that's the amazing part about it because you're able to see that your body's able to function with even more calories than probably before and keep the weight off and be able to maintain. So that's the maintenance part of the program, Doc. Anything else, Mohammed? That's all I have.
Just want to say thank you so much, Hamza, for coming on here. Hamza is an active member of our community and a current member of our community. So, guys,
Yep.
you're gonna get to hang out with Hamza. You're gonna be able to see his jokes, enjoy his jokes, and enjoy his.
And put up with my jokes is more like it.
I like it, man. I love it. I love
I love it, man.
it. But I appreciate it for real from the bottom of our heart. We
Yeah.
appreciate you coming on here. We know that your time is super valuable. So thank you for coming on here and sharing your story with all the other physicians
Yeah. Thank
Oh,
you, Hamza.
guys.
Yeah, we appreciate you, buddy.
No, no, thank you. This has been life-changing and is still in progress, which is exciting, which is something that I really look forward to. And I love connecting with you guys. So thank you for having me.
Awesome, man. I don't think we mentioned you're in hypertrophy phase now. We're trying to muscle build. So, yeah, that's the next phase for Hamza that he's going through. That's why a little bit of creatine in. Yep,
Yeah, that's
absolutely.
why I was working out when you told me to come on the live stream instead. So
Right,
I had to put down my weights.
taking it serious.
Journey
I'm
never
gonna go.
stops, man. The journey
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
never
go right
stops.
back to it right now.
there you go, man.
Awesome. Awesome.
Awesome, man.
All right.
All
I'll
right.
see you guys on the coaching call. See you.
All
See
right,
you.
bye.